Yo, what it do? It's your boy Brock, and this is the BrockCast. I'm joined by no other than my dog, Mr. Petty Pat. Talk to him.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We from the crib today. We from the crib. It's your boy Petey Pat.
Hey, this our nightcap, bruh. This our nightcap, bruh. We doing
Facts.
the nightcap, man, the broadcast way, man. So man, let's get the show started. So for us, man, there's no more Texas high school football. So we ain't got no Texas high
Everything
school
is
football.
finished, man.
Everything is finished for high school sports. But I did have my boy, because I seen this clip the other day of Adrian Peterson's son, AP Jr., in his highlights. And he so happens to play with our boy Jew, his son, on some kind of all-star team or whatever. But my question was, does all the hype behind, you know, former players' sons, do you think it impacts them negatively or positively, bro?
Um, so it's funny because I just saw this clip today, earlier today, and I was like, okay, AP son, he up next, and then my boy Jugan wrote a clip. You see, he got that dog in him.
I mean, he's a
Um,
natural athlete, but I
yeah,
mean, as he keeps going, right? He's gonna get better. He's gonna, but the hype behind him, though, like everybody's gonna expect him to be
but
his father, bro.
I feel like it's like that with every kid who has a dad that was great at what they did, regardless of football, baseball, basketball, whatever. But as you see, before the kid didn't really, the only kid we really had to go off of was Ken Griffey Jr. Right? You
Hmm.
like, oh, this kid is better than his dad because a lot of other dads who had kids, they didn't really pan out. You see that with the GOAT that we call him in basketball, Michael Jordan. You know, people like to
Hmm.
go there like Jordan had his kids didn't do shit in basketball, which they didn't. And then now you see LeBron with Bronny. You see Vladimir Guerrero with his son. You see all these superstar athletes now who
Hmm.
you know had their kids are now playing sports, and you got kids in the NFL who playing just as good as their dad. It's always going to be pressure, bro. When you got that last name, you know, and it say Jr. or it got the II behind it. Especially if your dad is either, you know, had multiple Pro Bowls, Hall of Fame players, Super
Hmm.
Bowl, stuff like
Hmm.
that. People gonna look up to you, be like, "Damn, bro, why you not like your daddy? Like, why your dad used to do this?" Like, at the end of the day, it's like you got to get them in their own lane, right? Because I'm not my dad, right? You know,
Right.
I don't feel the same way he feel about certain stuff. I don't run the way he may run. I may not jump as high, or I might jump higher, or I might be faster, or I might be slower. So I feel like a lot of times it be more so social media who puts all this you know, stress on these kids to be better than their parents.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think about the athletes that we know now that people don't think about, when you think about sons. But like Steph Curry, like he's a son of an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe Bryant was a son of an athlete. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
So
that's what
like,
I'm saying. That you have a lot of examples where now you can see a lot of kids are better than their parents now
mm,
versus back, you know, versus years ago. Because Kobe Bryant and King Griffey Jr. is like, well, outside of those two back then, who else could you say?
yeah, you really couldn't name, or I don't know of.
I
I
can't
don't. I
think
didn't
of
know.
nothing off the top of my head. Those are two names that you specifically know. Like they
Right.
was better than their daddy.
Yeah. Yeah. So man, I just was thinking about that when I seen that clip. I always worry about, and that's one reason why I didn't have a junior, because I didn't want my son to feel like he had to live up to some kind of name or anything like that. So
I feel
that's just
like,
my perspective.
yeah, and you know what's crazy is now we're on the subject because my nephew went to the same school as me, and
Hmm.
when he got there, people were the coach because Coach Matt, shout out Coach Matt, Coach Puente. I feel
Okay.
like they were like, okay, well, this is his nephew. You know, it's the same bloodline. We gonna get the same thing out of him that we got out of Pat. And my nephew is, when I say temperament and attitude and personality, he is me, right?
Yeah.
and personality wise. But football wise, I was on a different level, like because I grew up like we tackle in the grass, touching the street. He didn't grow up in that era. We
Right.
grew up where it was we didn't give a damn about playing. We even though we had Nintendo, we didn't care about that. We wanted to be outside. We wanted to
Yeah.
be outside with our friends. We want to be playing football, basketball, and you used to see basketball goals at the end of every driveway and stuff like that. So that was the time I grew up in, and he really wasn't, he really wasn't pushed as hard as I was when it came to a lot of stuff because my mom was like, I'll be damned if you get into trouble doing, you know what I'm saying, stuff like
Right.
that. And he wasn't really, not saying my sister wasn't on his butt, but it's a different time and different age of how kids grow up now versus back then.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, let's go on into our college segment, man. It was some good games last week. Both of the teams me and Jude thought was gonna
Yeah,
win,
both
they end up losing. So I guess we
got
owe Pat some
eliminated.
money. So the Texas versus
uh,
Texas versus Ohio State. Ohio State won the game 28-14. Did you feel like that was a hard fought game by Texas, or do you feel like Ohio State kind of just slowed down and Texas just scored some extra points towards the end, some garbage points?
I feel like Ohio State. This is the clip from Ohio State was just a better football team that day.
Yeah,
And then you see that sealed the game right there. I don't feel like Texas played bad. It was just Ohio State is just playing
was
at a
just that
different level than
good.
everybody
Yeah,
else right now.
yeah, yeah.
They got 13 5-stars, right? So it's like that roster is loaded, bro. From the offensive side to the defensive side. And I don't see Notre Dame beating them. It's
Do
gonna
you
take a
think?
completely perfect game. I'm listening.
No, I was saying, do you think if they win the championship this year, it's still staying with a little bit of Michigan blue and gold on that trophy? Do you think?
For sure. If I'm Michigan, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't
Right.
care if y'all won or not, bro. Y'all won a Natty or not. Every year, the objective at Michigan is to do what? Beat
Win a
Ohio
game.
State.
Mm-hmm.
So what if y'all because it makes us look me even better if y'all win a Natty. We beat the national championship football team, right?
Yeah.
We beat y'all. So we'll
Right.
see y'all next year. That's cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy your little trophy, but we still beat y'all because that's really our national championship. Is Ohio State and Michigan. And we stuck our flag in y'all field.
Bruh,
So it's
it
like,
must suck, bruh.
we
It must
disrespect.
suck to feel like, okay, we the best team in the world, but we still don't feel like the best team in the world because we didn't beat Michigan. So I don't know. I feel bad for Ohio State, man. I ain't gonna lie.
We beat y'all. We planted the flag on y'all field, and we got into a fight. We beat some of y'all players up too. So I don't care.
Hey,
That's
they got
added,
the triple. What there was a triple whammy right there. Huh? That
the
motherfucker,
triple whammy.
the
The
triple.
triple whammy.
What they call it? Triple entendre. There we go. All right, let's move
Triple
on to the
entendre.
next game. So we had Notre Dame versus Penn State. Notre Dame won the game 27-24. This was a good game, bruh. This was a good game, but I felt
It
like
was that.
normal. That's always Penn State, Notre Dame. It's always a big game. It's always a close game because those teams are so evenly matched. So I mean, but like you said, it was a great game. It's always a good game. I think they were playing in the Fiesta Bowl, right? Am I mistaken or
I think
some kind
so.
of
Yeah.
the Orange
But
Bowl? The
it
Orange Bowl.
orange.
There we
It
go.
don't matter what. It don't matter what bowl they played in. At the end of the day, it was still a damn good game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I thought Penn State was gonna pull it off, but I think the quarterback, that kid right there, Aeneas Williams,
Hmm.
bro, that the truth. The
Aeneas
truth.
Williams'
Like
kid?
he
That's
was going
Aeneas
crazy
Williams'
that
son?
game. I don't I don't know if that's his son or not, bro. I don't know. It's the same name. He not. It didn't say Aeneas. It don't say Aeneas. Matter of fact, we're on our computer. Let's look that up for real quick. Cause I don't know if he's junior or not, but he was
Mm.
going crazy.
What number was he? 20? Number 20?
Yeah. Let's look that up real quick.
Aeneas
Uh,
Williams. No?
I'm looking it up. Let's see. Aeneas Williams' dad. Okay. No, it's not. His name is spelled. His first name is spelled differently.
Ah,
That's what
okay,
it is.
okay, okay, okay. That's crazy because he's named after the great Aeneas Williams. Everybody know
Yeah,
great
yeah, yeah. See,
cornerback,
that's what I
so
was
that's why I
saying.
thought.
Yeah, yeah, his name is spelled different.
Yeah.
Aeneas Williams is Aeneas, and his
Mm-hmm.
name is spelled Aneys. But I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
that some thought went into it
No, for sure, for
behind that
sure.
name.
Um, yeah. What you were
But
saying?
yeah, that was a damn good game. Without him, Notre Dame loses that game.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
bro, you know what's crazy? That tight end, whatever bro is, whatever I don't know what position he is marked as, number 44 for Penn State, bro. He's 6'5", I think, bro. He is they couldn't
Dallas
do nothing with
Clark.
him.
That's all I can think about. Number 44 on your jersey. That's all I can think about. Dallas Clark. Old Peyton Manning days. Dallas Clark tight end. Um,
Notre Dame couldn't do nothing with him, bro. But Penn State gave up too many big plays, bro. At the end of the day, and that was their demise.
mm-hmm.
They gave up too many big plays, and regardless of how good they played, you see right here, bro. It's another big play, busted cover. I think he made the DB fall or something like that,
He made
and
two
you give
DBs
up a
fall.
touchdown. It was going back and forth. Yeah, uh,
Okay, the big
it
question.
was
The
just
big question.
they couldn't
This is the big
overcome those
question.
big plays.
Who wins the big game? Ohio State versus Notre Dame.
Bro, I'm
Who
not
you
even.
got?
Why are you asking me this question? Why are
Yeah,
you
I don't even
asking
know
me
why
this
I'm
question,
asking you a
bro?
question for real.
I,
I don't know.
I hate. As much as I hate to say this, bro, Ohio State should win by at least 10 points.
But tell me this. No, no,
I'm
no, no.
giving them
Okay,
10 points.
Tell me this. Okay, let me reword my question. If there was a way Notre Dame could win this game, what would it be? What would they need to do to win this game?
Uh, Zero penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have to stay ahead of the chains. You have to convert over, I would say, 60% of your third downs. If you can keep converting on third down and moving the chain, having methodical drives, no empty drives, bro. Even if it's just a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep putting points up on the board because we've seen how quick Ohio State with Jeremiah Smith and
Yeah.
Cornell Tate and Emeka Ibuka and Travion Henderson and Keyshawn Judkins. Like, they got too much on. It's too much firepower on that offense for you to have empty drives and not and be punting the ball. You start punting, and it's gonna be a long day for your defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that's the key to that. There's other ways, but I don't want to wish that upon nobody, injury, stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame is going to have to play a damn near perfect game to beat Ohio State
Yeah.
because Ohio State, on offense, there are times where they get a little lackadaisical. In the words of my boy Zion Williamson, lackadaisical. I can't believe he said that, bro. In the words of my boy Zion Williamson, lackadaisical. But yeah, that offense does tend to sputter sometimes, bro. And the last game that they played Jeremiah Smith, I think he only had one catch or something like that. Texas had three
Mm.
people on him,
Oh
so
yeah, they
that's
had
gonna
him
be something
triple
I feel like Notre
bracketed.
Dame is
That's what I
probably
was about
gonna
to
take.
say.
Yeah,
He was triple covered every play.
something that's Notre Dame is. I'm pretty sure they studying the fuck out of that film. Like, let's see how Texas shut these guys down and slowed him down. You know, we might not be able to stop him like Texas did because Texas got a fucking great defense. So it's not like Notre Dame is going to watch film, but we gonna do exactly what they did. You can't because you don't have the same athletes as
Right.
Texas. So, you know, they gotta be. You gotta be in it. This is the if you haven't been watching film as much all year, this is the 2 weeks or however long it takes to get to the game. You need to be coach need to go and look at your film, and your shit need to be 200 hours, bro. You need to
Yeah.
be on like if you haven't been watching film also, this is the most film you need to be watching because just seeing little nuances of certain type of players, how they line up, or a certain type of play calls and stuff like that can give you just that small little edge to help you out because this is the biggest game of the season, right?
No,
So
facts, facts. You always
this
got to
is
get
it.
that
This is the
edge
final game of the season.
for sure.
So
Um,
I feel like O State's gonna take it. Notre Dame got to play mistake free,
for sure, for sure. All right, man. So
literally mistake free, no penalty, stuff like that.
I guess that's it for college. I mean, that's the big game for college. I guess we can move into the NFL. You already know this
Hold
is
on,
my
look,
time on the show.
hold on,
What's it is?
one more thing before we go, right?
Talk to me.
So how do you feel about so we all know like the Rose Bowl is just like one of those games that just has that tradition and everybody kind of knows about the Rose Bowl, right?
Hmm.
So this is something that was brought up on social media. How do you feel about them saying that moving the Rose Bowl to being like that national championship game? The national championship will be at the Rose Bowl, basically.
Every year or just this year?
I'm saying that was just something that Kirk, I think it was Kirk Herbstreit brought up, or one of the guys on, I can't remember exactly who it was, but they were saying that they would like for the Rose Bowl to actually be the national championship game. Because every year the Rose Bowl, you always have it's something memorable about the Rose Bowl, right? Not just the stadium. Just when you think about Rose Bowl games in general, it's always something where you think about like it's a good game, right? So
Hmm.
you go back to different Rose Bowls when you had the UT and USC game,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have the Penn State and USC game with Saquon and I think it was Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
there's so many memorable Rose Bowl games, bro, and they just kind of feel like that should be the pinnacle of the college football playoff games.
Um,
And
I
I
don't.
mean that would be cool, right? Because the national championship game is what this year? Who is hosting that game? Who's hosting the national championship this year? Um,
I don't know. To
let's
be
see.
honest with you. But to your question, you asked if I mean, like I agree with you that the Rose Bowl is a memorable place. I mean, it's in California, so you expect the weather always to be nice. So, I mean, if they did, I wouldn't have anything wrong with it. I think it comes to because it's an open stadium. I think they don't want anything hindering the game. I guess So you put it inside the AT&T Stadium here, a dome, some kind of dome, then you can't say the weather hindered your team from winning or anything like that. So I don't know. That's just me. But no, I'm with you. If they switched to the Rose Bowl, I wouldn't have no problem with that at all.
You know what's crazy, bro? To this day, I recently, bro. I don't know if you watched that game, the Penn State game versus USC, bro, in the Rose Bowl. I'm gonna send you the link to watch it, bro. That was literally, I don't know, I can watch that game over. That was literally one of the best college games I have ever watched. So if anybody out there want to go back and watch that game, you missed it, bro. Go back and watch that Rose Bowl game, USC and Penn State.
Petty Pat love watching
I can't remember
USC.
what year it was.
Um, I guess can we move on
Bro,
to the
yo,
NFL?
speaking, hold on,
You just
one more thing, Mike. Speaking of USC, bro, I don't know if you saw this or not. USC just got one of the best quarterbacks in college football. He left his team, bro. Nico Imaliava, whatever the fuck his name, how you pronounce his name, bro. The quarterback from Tennessee has left and committed to USC.
Boy, I thought they gave him $8 million or something at Tennessee.
Hey, listen, bro. Money is listen. When it comes to college football, money talks now.
Boy,
Carson Beck,
that's
he left Georgia. Now
crazy
he in
though.
Miami, bro.
That's crazy though. Let's be honest. I'm be honest with you. That tall ass 6'6"
That's
kid
insane.
from Tennessee. He nice. He
I think
nice.
I think he from Cali,
That I
so
mean
he just
that
going
that'll
back
fit.
home.
That'll definitely fit. You know they team and they culture. If he from Cali, he go out there and win with USC. He gonna be on the big stage every year. So that'll be good for him. I wonder how much
Yeah,
they paid him.
I don't know, bro. We ain't got the numbers yet, but yeah, we can move on to the NFL now.
All right, now we can move on to the NFL. We had some big games, bruh. We're gonna start off with the AFC on the AFC side. So the first game I think of the week was Houston versus the LA Chargers. Sadly, our dog Mo Fox, him and his Chargers, man, they lost to Houston 32-12. Man, Houston was turned for this game, bruh. Did you see
Bro, it
how?
was bro. The stadium was turned. The game was lit. That defense was going crazy, bro.
Bruh.
Um, and I feel like this is what D'Amico Ryans built that defense for. Like, hey guys, you know we were up and down during the season, but now it's playoff time. Let's go on our run, right? And
Yeah,
even though they got some key injuries on the offense, the defense like fuck it, bro. We don't even need you. We gonna go put up points ourselves, bro. So,
facts.
um,
Stingley, come on. Big
man,
LSU.
bro, I
Lock
don't
them down.
listen. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Coach D, bro. He my boy Coach D, bro. Dentrick, my boy Dentrick. Bro. I had a brain for right now, Mr. Brown. He's telling people, bro, y'all sitting here talking about Derek Stingley Jr. was trash, about this and that, bro. I don't want to hear none of that. That man is a lockdown top 3-5 corner in the NFL right now, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Stop playing with that man's name.
He top dog right now, dog. I mean, he top dog right now. I mean, you only as good as your last performance, bro. And he just
Yes.
had a pick in the last 5 weeks of the season. He locked down Tyreek to win that game. Like had a pick to win that game. I mean,
He
Stingley
went,
been
he
doing
went, he
this
went, he
thing,
went crazy. The entire defense, bro. Daniil Hunt, bro. Your boy, bro. Daniil Hunter is crazy, bro. That man,
bro.
he looked like a
All them ends, man. All them ends,
him,
man.
him,
Anderson.
and Will Anderson Jr., bro. That is a crazy and Danico Autry, bro. That defensive line crazy. Then you got
When they
Henry
get to pin their
Toto.
ears back, bro, it's
Bro,
over
listen,
with.
bro. They and look, Chris. You got Christian Harris, Henry Toto, Devin White, and Shaziz out. Bro, I can't even pronounce his name. That defense is insane, bro.
Yes.
I just want to say to all those haters out there, those Cowboys fans, bro, sit at home and watch us for another week. How about that?
Here we go, Pat. We about to piss
Sit
some
at home
people
and
off,
watch. I don't
man.
give a damn, bro. I'm tired of
We
the
about to
Cowboys
piss some
fans.
people off, man. All right. So
Cowboys fans.
moving on to the next AFC game, we had the Ravens versus the Steelers, dog. Lamar too much Lamar and Derrick Henry for the Steelers, bro. Like that's their third loss. No. They beat them one time in the season. They beat them one time in the season, but it's just too much Lamar and Derrick Henry, bro. Like,
Bro,
what
you
can
know
you
what's
do
so
against that?
funny, bro, is watching them run the read option. And I know they told TJ, listen, bro, you got to commit to this. Because TJ Watt, he collapsed down every single time they ran that. And then you see the linebackers trying to jump out of their gap to go get Lamar, but now because he's so smart and because he been running this from college. Oh, I know when to give the ball, bro, and I know when to keep it. It's like you can't outsmart them when they do that, bro. And Derrick Henry is crazy, bro. Lamar Jackson had over 100 yards passing, and he had Derrick Henry had over 100 yards rushing in the first. I think it was the first half, if I'm not mistaken. It was just Derrick Henry just too much for them, bro. On the ground, Lamar too much for them pulling the read option. and he was throwing the ball. So
Bruh, like, yeah, and I was just gonna add on. I was like, it ain't wasn't like he was just running all over the place, which he was, but he was throwing all over the place too, bruh. Like, I mean, it wasn't nothing you can do here. Go back. It was a play. I think he held the ball for like 6 seconds. He went, he dropped back, he stepped up, he dropped back. None of the defensive linemen are rushing because they like, oh, just press the pocket, press the pocket. Then he moved, and he like, oh, moving over here, moving over there, bruh. It's I would hate to play against Lamar, bro. I'm being honest with you. I'm glad
you
I'm
know
watching.
it was one play where he faked the he kept the ball in the read option to Derrick
Mm-hmm.
Henry, and he just tried it, bro. He would like basically jog to the sideline for a first down. And I was like, bro, that's insane, bro. When you know that what y'all running it works so well that you pull it and that you don't have nothing but green grass and you could jog to a first down, bro.
That's correct. And they make it. It's almost bad because it's like, is this the NFL? Like, aren't these people other
Because
players?
even Buffalo be running it sometimes with Josh Allen. And then you see Mahomes runs it to an extent, but he kind of does it to where he throws out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Daniels runs it, but you got to think about it, bro. With all these college quarterbacks, bro, what makes them so good is when they get to the league, is the coach is like, you know what, let me implement some of the stuff that made you great in college. We're gonna
Right.
implement that in the NFL, regardless of how fast everybody is in the NFL, because you can be the fastest player on the NFL and on the field, right? But it takes discipline, right? Because that the quarterback, I'm looking at my job at my read option. I'm not looking at anybody else but the defensive end, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a defensive end, when you get to the league, all that read option stuff that's been out the window. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even. I see that ball go to their running back, I'm collapsing. And these quarterbacks that got so good at doing what they do best is I'm gonna put the ball in his stomach, and as soon as you take one step down, I'm going to the outside because
Do
these
you
quarterbacks so fast now.
do you have any like concepts or like give us any like thought in insight on like what it feels to be like a running back on the quarterback read, or did you have all
I'm not
like
gonna
eye
lie to
back
you. Okay,
runs and pitches and stuff?
when at playing running back, when the quarter, you not really my job. I'm not really looking at the football. I'm not. I kind of squeeze down a little bit on the ball because I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
squeeze too tight. And then you see where that quarterback is trying to like pull the ball. You know what I'm saying? When they fighting,
Yeah.
and then I turn around and get hit. It's a fumble. I'm trying to make sure that I have a firm enough grip on the football to where if he lets it go, I'm out, because at the end of the day, it's
Mm.
still a run play. You still got your offensive lineman blocking as a dive.
Right.
So I'm still kind of looking at if you got a tackle pulling up to the A gap, right? And all you really need when you're running that read option as a running back is to make sure the backside linebacker is blocked, because
Mm.
I can see everything in front of me. Because a lot of times as a running back, you get that read option or you get through the hole, you like, oh, I'm gone, and you get tackled. You like, who the fuck was that? Oh, the backside backer. And a lot of times,
Mm.
you get that backside backer out the way, I can see everything else in front of me. And
Yeah.
from then on, now you got to play fight. You know what I'm saying? You playing our touchdown music. So
Yeah.
as a running back, that's what I'm looking at, right? I'm following the tackle or the guard, whoever is going up through that hole, right? And even if
Mm-hmm.
it's not nobody going through the hole, if it's just me just going forward, I just want to make sure that I just have a firm enough grip on a football that if he lets it go, now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do, right? And then if
Mm-hmm.
not, if he pulls it, a lot of times you give your little bullshit fake, and I want to watch him do what he got to do to get. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Sometimes like, cause I didn't hit a running back hard than the bitch, and he ain't had a ball. I felt stupid in the
Bro,
motherfucker.
you know, what's so crazy is a lot of times when you fake that handoff and you get hit, I'll be laughing and I ain't even got the ball. I'll say something like that. They be like, you know what I'm saying? They'll say
But
some
that pissed
bleep
me
out or
off, bro.
whatever.
I ain't gonna
It's
lie. I
funny.
ain't gonna lie.
But it's so funny seeing it though. Whenever the defense collapse so hard down on that, when they think you got the ball, and then the quarterback is just out by himself. Like I love seeing that more than I like getting the football and doing what I do. I like
That's
seeing
what
my
you
people
see
get
with
fucked up.
That's what you see with the Ravens. They give it to the King Henry a couple times. He get 10 yard, 10 yard, 10 yard. Then it be that crucial third and one or whatever. and you think, okay, this motherfucker, okay, we about to play the run. Fake, boom. Then he, like you said, he jogging for the first down.
But what make it so good, like seeing them. But and this is my case for Lamar with the MVP, right? Let's
Mm-hmm.
say you take Lamar Jackson out of the equation on that team, right? And you put a pocket passer on that team.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same team anymore.
Right.
You don't.
Right.
Derrick Henry is not running the way he is running, and I'm not taking nothing away from Derrick Henry, but the reason why a lot of times he gets to run the way he because you had a threat of Lamar Jackson. Okay, let's put 8 men in the box, right? Read option. You got 8 men in the box, and my receivers make one block. All you now you see at the back of my jersey in Jackson. So I feel like it can go either way. With people be like, oh, well, Josh Allen, if he wasn't on that team, they wouldn't. Okay, it's the same thing with Lamar Jackson. So we could take that argument out the equation.
Right.
They both valuable players to their team, and
Mm-hmm.
without either one of them, those teams don't work the way they work. So we can take that if Lamar Jackson went on that team, that still take that out the equation because regardless of whoever was there, Derrick Henry, he would probably still have a good year, right? It won't be as good as it is because you still got that threat of Lamar Jackson, and he a home run hitter. If he break one tackle, he going to the crib. He's just as fast as all the DBs on the field. So
That's definitely facts. He looked
and,
crazy
and
on
him, bro,
the
and
field,
seeing a
bro.
running back. I remember you talk about Steven Jackson. But think about this, bro. You watching Steven Jackson again.
Pretty much
You watching Steven
a
Jackson
bigger
with
Steven
breakaway.
Jackson. That
You
dude
watching a bigger
way bigger
Steven
than
Jackson
Steven Jackson,
with breakaway speed.
bro.
Because do you see Derrick Henry, bro, taking 70, 80-yard runs to the crib, bro? He not getting caught.
6'5", 6'4",
Think about that, bro. Jadeveon Clowney is playing running back for the Ravens.
6'5", bro. Running back,
That's basically
running back.
Jadeveon Clowney at running back, bro.
We not realizing like the greatness of what he doing right now, bro. Like
But
I'm gonna have to
in
go back
another
and just
instance,
watch some of his film just to realize greatness. Cause like even like players like Eddie George, they don't realize how big Eddie George was. Eddie George is still a huge
bro,
dude, bro. Still to this day.
think about so this is what we'll do. This is how we'll put that into equation for people who don't understand how tall somebody 6'4", 6'5" is. Since we all know this guy, Randy Moss, right?
Yeah.
Everybody know how huge, big, tall Randy Moss is, right? Think
Hmm.
about Randy Moss at 240 running the football. That's
And running
basically
away
what you
from
were
people,
seeing
running
in
away
Derrick
from
Henry,
people.
bro. So if you can imagine, you can imagine Randy Moss, you can imagine Calvin Johnson, all these big ass human beings, bro, running the football and trying to tackle them for 60 minutes.
Mhm.
It's not
That's
gonna
crazy.
happen, bro. If he wearing down linebackers and D linemen, this secondary, all of a sudden they getting blocked all the time.
Oh no,
What
yeah,
the
they
DBs
ain't
and the
trying to.
safeties at? Why y'all
Hey,
always
that's
getting
why they
blocked now?
start going for the ball yeah, they not trying to tackle nobody back there, bro. They're not trying to tackle nobody. Um, all right, we got another AFC matchup.
And it's funny because
My bad, boss man. Because I didn't want to stay on that topic because
now you good, you good. We can move
we
on.
had the Bills in Denver, but you know Bills won that game 31-7. Denver tried, man. They tried. They scored early and they
I'm not gonna,
tried.
bro. Watching that first drive, I think it was the first drive, right when Denver scored. Bo
Hmm.
Nix drove he threw that fucking laser downfield.
Yeah.
Bro, Bo Nix is legit, bro. I don't care what even though they didn't pull out the win and they end up losing that game. But I mean, Buffalo got a good team.
It's just Buffalo was
But
just
Bo
too much
Nix,
for Denver.
Broncos, y'all got y'all one. Broncos, y'all got y'all one in the quarterback.
Facts.
And shout out Bo Nix, bro.
Shout
But
out to Bo
yeah,
Nix.
I mean Buffalo did what they had to do, win the game. I don't think um, the Broncos weren't able to move the football after their first drive, really. I think they had a few drives still like that, but after their first drive, it just wasn't the same anymore.
They playing from behind at that
And that
point.
they yeah, yeah, and Josh Allen and what he can do with those the few weapons that he does have. Um, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this game. It is what it was. I didn't really.
Yeah,
I
it was
watched
just
a
it
little
was a
bit of it.
blowout. It was a
I
blowout.
watched
I
the
guess we can
first
move
two
to
quarters. I was like, oh yeah.
Let's move on to the NFC then, man. We gonna start off with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. I know that was the last game played. Um, are the Eagles? My question right here that I had on here: Are the Eagles that good or the Packers that bad? That was my question for that game.
But the thing about the Packers, bro, is they have too much. It's too much of this.
Yeah,
They kind of like streaky, right? They'll have some good spurts, and then you'll see like, what the hell is Jordan Love doing, right?
right,
So towards
right.
the end of the game, they start making it a game, and then you'll see stuff to where you like, oh, why did Jordan Love throw this, or why is that play calling like this? It's just like, but the Eagles, bro, outside of the Packers being an up and down football team all season, and Jordan Love, I mean, he's a pretty decent quarterback. But as far as the Eagles, bro, I just don't see. I had them winning this game anyway. I couldn't see
Mm-hmm.
them losing to the Packers.
Right.
And then they had my boy AJ Brown all over the internet and stuff like that. But
Reading books, man. I don't
Darius
know.
Slay with the pick. Shout out Darius Slay, bro.
He's
Because
still
people
doing
kind
his
of wrote
thing.
him off. People have been. He's still doing his thing. People kind of have been doubting Jalen Hurts for a long time about him being able to pass the football, him just being a running back at quarterback, bro. He
They,
need to
it's like
prove
they
that,
want to
bro.
hate on Jalen Hurts, bro. It's a reason. I don't know if it's the
Bro, he's the most
Philadelphia
hated on quarterback,
media
bro.
or what, but they just want to hate on Jalen Hurts. He can't do enough. Like he win the game. Oh man, he didn't win the game the right way. He didn't throw for 300. Oh man, he throw for 300, and they didn't run a lot. They didn't use Saquon. It's like, bruh, he can't win for losing with the media right now, bro.
But but with Saquon is on another level, bro. Playing the way he playing right now, and then a lot of people are like, "Oh, why didn't Saquon go score that touchdown?" He said this, bro. And it's hard as a running back. You already know it's hard enough, like because we basically take the brunt of everything, right? Because we got to pass block, we got to run block, we got to catch the ball, we got to run the. It's a lot that we a running back's got to do, right? And for him to say, man, I didn't want to score. I slid. We first down solidifies the game, right? What if I
Right,
keep running, right, and I pull a hamstring or something? Anything could have happened, right? A guy trying to catch up with me and make a block, he pull a hamstring. We got a guy out for next week, right?
right,
Nah, bro, let's get this first down, slide down, and run the clock out, and we go home, right? Because
and
if
win
I
the game.
score, right, if I score, right, now they get the ball back. What if one of our players get hurt just on some dumb stuff? Just
Right.
something, you know what I'm saying? Now we got one of our key guys out of the game for next week, and we need everybody right now because now it's win or go home. You need
Yeah.
everybody, right? You need 11 on offense, 11 on defense, 11 on special teams. So we need everybody to contribute for these next few weeks to get to the championship game and possibly win. So I mean, I commend him on that because man, you see nothing but green grass. It's hard to be like, man, fuck this, I'm gonna slide.
Right. Nah, facts. He just
His
wants to
thought
win, bro.
process,
He hungry,
like,
bro. He want to win. He talked about. I seen a
yeah,
little clip talking about. He was watching football while he was playing for the Giants. He was at home, and he was like, "Bro, I need to get back to playoff football." And now that he there, you see how hungry he is. That he just want to win a game. He don't care about stats or scoring. He wants to win a game. He wants to go to the Super Bowl. So that was good to see.
he want
No, my bad. I just what you were
he
saying.
wants to. He got the AD mindset right now,
Yeah.
and we saw what AD did when he had that mindset of I want to go win that ring.
Yeah.
So Saquon, I mean, he locked in right now. You could tell he locked in, and So while we still on the subject of them, I don't know what book was. Did you see what book AJ Brown was reading, bro, on the sideline?
They
People
had
was like, bro, you that bored to where you want to read it. They was talking about he was reading Harry Potter, bro. Like I don't know.
No,
I don't
my
know if that's
man
really
was
for real
reading
or not.
some kind of like Mind of a Warrior. I don't know the exact book. They found the book that he was reading, but it was one of those mindset books, where you got to have the right mindset, things like that.
He
And
only had one catch, I think. So
he got to have the right
I mean,
mindset.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Your
got
mindset can't
he
be
had to get his
about
mind right.
stats. Your mindset got to be about this ring. You know what I mean? Why you worried about catches? So, um, man, let's move on to the next game, man, because we'll be here all day talking about these games. The next game I want to talk about was the Washington Commanders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Jalen Daniel does it again, bro. He's Himothy, bro. He's Himothy. Like I can't say it any other
Jaden.
way, bro. What you saying, Pat?
Jaden Daniels, bro. He is up for offensive rookie of the year. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's between him and Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
They just seeing him play, bro. This is a funny play because that D tackle, he thought he had him in the backfield. And he ended up grabbing his towel and like as he's
He
running
was
inside,
running
let
with
go
the
of the
side.
towel like like he was hot. He was hot. Like he gonna throw the
Ah,
towel. He
that
gonna
dude
throw the
was in the
towel. He
backfield, bro.
threw
He
it. He
thought he
was hot.
had him.
I ain't gonna lie, Mike. I didn't see you have plays like this too. Like, what that make you? Like, what do you? How do you feel, bro? When I got him. You end up with a piece of
Yeah, it's just
cloth or
the
something in your hand.
athlete, bro. You just get out athleted, bro. You can't do nothing with that. I didn't been with a Colin Kaepernick, man, on in end zone, trying to come off a block. I knew he was running outside. I'm trying to catch him. He dives for the end zone. They score and win the game. I'm like, yo, this a terrible feeling being like on the highlight of how they won a game. Your jersey is like the one
Yeah,
on one.
yeah.
So
And then
that
with him,
sucked, man.
because he threw like a little temper tantrum. He threw like a little temper tantrum at the end when he threw the towel, and then
He
they
couldn't
ended up
do. He
kicking a
know the
field
game
goal.
was
And bro, the
lost,
thing was
man.
crazy, bro. The ball doinked inside the field goal post. They
I
really
don't even know
almost
how
smoked
that
the game.
happens. I've seen that happen to me personally when I was playing for the Lions. That shit happened. I think I forgot what game it was, but to see something doink
Was that
in.
one when Tucker made that? When Tucker, remember Tucker? Was that against? That was the
No,
Lions.
this is
Tucker
yeah.
made that
That
long ass
happened with
field goal
Tucker.
against y'all.
Tucker hit. He kicked the field goal like 60 some yards, right? He hits it. It hits the crossbar, like the middle of the crossbar, and flutters and goes over. And it was like for 60 some yards, the longest kick in the NFL or something
It
like
was
that.
like
I
a
was like,
61 or
damn.
62 yards, something like that. It was a crazy field goal he made against y'all.
That shit was crazy,
I
bro.
remember that
But
game.
yeah, the Commanders win. They won in this style for the last 5 weeks. They've won on the last play. They are a situationally sound team for being such a young team. And I'm liking it, man. I'm excited for next week's matchups. We'll talk about them a little later in the show. Before we get out of here, but the next game I want to talk about was the last game played was the LA Rams versus the Minnesota Vikings. And it's kind of like the same theme, bro. Like every year for Minnesota, they do very well throughout the season, and come playoff time, they lay an egg, man. It's kind of feeling like that same Minnesota scenario. It doesn't matter what quarterback; it's the same
They
scenario.
kind of feeling like a little Notre Dame-ish, right? They feeling like a little Notre Dame-ish, right? Penn
A
State-ish.
little, a little.
So
But
with this
no, yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah. Talk about the game.
uh, Matthews, like during the game, he was so crazy, bro. I say like this is crazy the chemistry that he has. Matthew Stafford, during the game, I think I don't know if Cooper Cup had a catch or he didn't. They were on the sideline, and Matthew was like, "Look, bro, listen. I'm looking for you. I'm trying to get you the ball." I think Cup was
Hmm.
telling him like, "Nah, bro, it's good. You know, things are gonna work out. It's gonna work. Like we gonna be good." And I
Right.
think right after that, bro, you see Matthew Stafford throw a bomb to Cup for like 29 yards or something like that. And that's like, bro, it was just a moment, just something small like that. I was just like, damn, bro, Matthew Stafford was
Mm-hmm.
meant to be on this LA Rams team, bro. And
Yes.
it's crazy how things worked out with him and Jared Goff. All they did was
Mm-hmm.
switch teams, and literally both of those guys are having success. Like their careers have just started to
It,
take
it
off.
it it
Not saying that
made
they weren't
sense for
doing good before, but
both
it's just like
organizations. It
yeah,
made sense. I mean, because both
yeah,
organizations are doing very well right now. LA has the Super Bowl. Detroit is looking for a Super Bowl this year. So
and
I
they
mean, all well. It ends well when everybody is winning, huh? So um, nothing is wrong
yeah.
on that end.
I'm happy for the shout out to the Ramblers
Come on, man.
fans,
All
bro.
my teams
Shout
in
out
the
to the Ramblers,
playoffs,
bro.
man.
So
Come on, man. All my teams in the
shout
playoffs.
out
I'm
to
a
the
fan.
Ramblers.
I can
So
have three teams: Houston, the Rams, Detroit. All my
yo,
teams in the playoffs.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, man. So that was a
yeah,
good
yeah.
game.
When you become a fan,
What you were saying?
I say when you become a fan of football, you can have as many teams as you like. I'm a fan of football. I'm not a fan of teams.
Right, right. But I got three teams I like. I got three teams I like though. Um, Okay, so we're done with last week's matchups. We already seen that. Let's talk about this week's matchups because we got some good ones coming up. On the AFC side, let's start back on the AFC. We got Houston versus Kansas City. Do you think our Texans can do it?
Um, Listen, bro. Hold on. Let me take my glasses off.
He had to
Cause
take the glasses off, y'all.
Stephen A. pissed me off. He said the Texans have 0% chance to win. Zero, bro. Though, if the Texans defense play the way they did, if we can carry that momentum on to next week, Kansas City will not have a chance because you want to know why? Their weakness is their offensive line, right? The outside of the two tackles, right? The outside, because that's majority of the time people are like, oh, their tackles are not that good. Their tackles is the tackles. And guess what? The Texans specialize in. Our
Mm-hmm.
DNs. Hey, listen,
Mm-hmm.
they got something to say about this. Hey, listen. The thing about it is what's gonna come down to is if the Texans can sustain drives and put up points.
Mm-hmm.
Because the defense, they're gonna get after the quarterback. But if the Texans could sustain drives and put points on the board, bro, and keep
Right.
Kansas City on their heels to where it's like, oh fuck, make them start pressing, but it's gonna be hard to get to Mahomes and sack him. You can get to him, but can you because he do all this little quirky little things where he like be moving around. You be like, oh, he sacked. Oh shit, he got out of it, and
Mm-hmm.
he kind of mobile, but then he not. It's like it looks so weird watching him run because people are like, oh, look how zesty he is. I don't give a damn what you say about what he looked like. It works, right? And he throw no look passes. He throw with his left hand, like he throws 70-yard passes on a run. It's just like the stuff he do is incredible, right? So if the Texans defense can play sound football like they did against the Chargers, bro, Kansas City gonna be in for a long day.
I'm
And
gonna
I'm
tell you
not
the X
saying
factor.
Texans got 0% chance to win, but it all depending on the offense, bro.
The X factor for me is Houston
Throw my
playing
shades
in
back on.
Kansas City.
Stephen ain't talking about 0% chance.
The X factor for me is
That's gonna be tough
Houston
too.
playing
Playing at
in
Arrowhead.
Kansas City. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard place to play in, bro. It's a hard place to play in. I mean, I'm gonna just leave it at that. We'll watch the game and you'll be able to hear the fan base and their little chants, and it's gonna be cold. And usually, when I see people go to Kansas City, they don't leave Kansas City with a win. So, it's gonna be exciting to see. Man, I'm rooting for my Texans. In that game, I say my Texans. But rooting for the Texans in that game, and hopefully they come out on top. The other AFC game we got is Baltimore
The thing,
Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. I think this is one of them games I want to watch. I want to watch this game because they've been trying to hype up
oh for
Josh
sure.
Allen all year So we get the matchup we wanted to see.
bro.
Baltimore versus the Buffalo Bills. You
Listen,
got the
bro. With
flow,
that
Pat.
Josh, they have been trying to force, literally force feed this MVP to Josh Allen, bro. And I'm not taking nothing away from him. But everywhere you look, oh, Josh Allen is, Josh Allen that. But then when you go look at Lamar Jackson numbers, oh, Josh Allen he don't look as appealing anymore. But then people like, oh, the MVP is supposed to go to the most valuable player. First of all, MVP ain't been the most valuable player trophy in so long, bro. It's always been the most popular player, the player who we feel like has been playing the best. It ain't
Right.
been to the most valuable player on the team in a long time. Because if that were the case, a lot of players got MVPs off of popularity. They wouldn't have got those trophies. But look, I feel like this is the case for who should win the MVP, bro. Now it's mano y mano. Your team versus my team now. People gonna be like, oh, well, Lamar Jackson. Blah, blah. Lamar Jackson he really, you think about wide receivers, right? He throwing to a kid, Zay Flowers, 5'7" in boots. So it's like you got his go-to receiver. You going to talk about a key receiver, right? Is Zay Flowers. We gonna go to Buffalo. You got what's the kid from Florida State? The rookie. God damn it, I can't think of his name.
I know it's number 0. I
Keon
know.
Coleman.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, right?
Uh-huh.
So we want to compare a kid that's 6'4", athletic as fuck, to a kid that's, I don't know how tall Zay Flowers. I'm just talking about. With Zay Flowers, you can't touch him in the phone booth. But then you got and Lamar Jackson has two damn good tight ends, right? So,
Very true.
and you also got Derrick Henry, and James Cook is not a slouch. So you people want to sit there and talk about Derrick Henry, but you make it seem like James Cook is trash, which he is
Right.
not. James Cook is a damn very capable running back of catching the ball out the backfield. They throw a lot of screens to him. They hand him the ball off their run read option, just like they do with at Baltimore. So it's like it's gonna be a damn good game to watch. I hope it's not. I hope it's
Yes.
not a blowout. I don't want it
Man.
to be a blowout. I want it to be a motherfucking 34-30 game, something like that, like
Yeah.
31,
Yeah.
34, something like that. So
Yeah.
I want it to be like that game y'all played against Kansas City, bro.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
You remember that game? I
Bruh.
always think
Hey, they
I
still
always
talk
bring
about that
game up.
game, bruh. Still talk about that game.
I want it to be like that. So yeah, you got it, bro. I mean, what you got to say about the game?
Man, hey, like you said, bruh, I've been looking for this matchup all year, man. Baltimore versus Buffalo, Lamar versus Josh, I truly in my heart want Lamar to come out on top, not for the fact that, it's a race team, black versus white, anything, but I just truly think he has played on an MVP level. I know this is his third one, would be his third one in a row, but who is doing the things that Lamar Jackson is doing? So, I'm rolling with Baltimore. I mean, I have really no dog in this fight, but rolling with Baltimore if they win. But whoever wins in that game will just be the best man wins. So that's for the AFC. For the NFC, we got the Washington Commanders versus the Detroit Lions.
Hey, Sparks gonna fly in this game. This is gonna be a
Hey,
crazy matchup, bro.
if Sparks don't fly in this game, then I think Detroit will wear the Washington defense down. I think they will. I mean, after a while, you get to running that. People. You getting
Jameer
to
Gibbs
tackle
is Jameer
tackle
Gibbs
the
is
David
insane.
Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs. You got
David Montgomery,
Amon Ra.
David Montgomery's out.
They said he
What?
practiced today. He practiced today.
What?
Full
That's
full full
insane, bro.
full practice. So
What? It's
if
been
he,
a few. It's been what a few months since he
hey,
got hurt, and he back. Oh, bro,
this
I
is what
don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
tell
it's.
you. This is what I'm gonna tell you from personal experience. When the playoffs come and you have felt those playoffs, and just like they felt those playoffs last year, and they went all the way to the NFC Championship. When you get your chance to go back, bruh, you know how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl. You know how hard it is to get to the playoffs in general. People will give their right leg just to play in the playoffs. Like the season is
Yeah.
cool, playing, having stats and stuff is cool in the season, but bruh, them playoffs is a different level. And when you felt them, you played in a playoff game, you feel the intensity of the game. It's almost like, okay, this is why I play football. This is the reason why I play this game. This is the reason why, I dreamed about playing football, is because in the playoffs, the atmosphere is different. The lights are different. You think like, okay, yeah, I played in this stadium before, but it's something about this stadium now where I'm playing in, and it's more lights than usual. It's more attention than usual. So for me, man, these guys will give
Okay,
anything to
so
play
look,
in the playoffs.
so tell me this, right? Where did you feel more pressure? Your first playoff game or that game leading up into the Super Bowl?
Probably the game leading up to the Super Bowl, because the first playoff game was such a thrill to get to. And after we lost that first playoff game versus, I think it was Atlanta, we were so hungry to get back. And, we were like, we need to feel what that feel like again. Then that following year, I think we end up getting a bye week, so we didn't play the first week, and then that next week we played Dallas, and we were fucking turned, bruh. We were turned. Like, it just was, goosebumps was
Yeah.
all over my body, just how bad I wanted to play in this game and just dominate Dallas. And we went out there and did our thing. Then we had to go play New Orleans in New Orleans, and it just was dope as fuck just to play in. So I just know how these guys are feeling right now. And the pressure was definitely on that second year where we like, okay, we might not get another chance. You know what I mean? So that second year definitely for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
That
So
next
would it look
NFC
would it be?
game,
Uh,
no, talk to me.
I was gonna ask you, would it be so? Would it be in playoff time, right? And we all know like the weather be crazy and stuff like that. We see that
Right.
the weather's like a lot of times it be snowing, it be cold in these Midwest games, up north games.
Hmm.
Like, how do you feel about these players in NFL and college, like pregame warm ups, right, with their shirts off and stuff like that? Like, how
Hmm.
do? Because I heard somebody say that you rub your body in icy hot and stuff like that, and that's how you kind of
Hmm.
keep yourself warm during that stuff like that. Like, how
Hmm.
would you one of those players to ever be like, man, fuck it, I'm shirt off, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and show, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing up, like I'm ready to play the game and stuff like that.
I would wear what I would wear in a game, like, so if I went out to pregame, I probably would wear, like my little cut off sleeve shirt and probably like a little hoodie, out there just to feel like, okay, is it really, cold out here, or is it like blistering out here? If I can feel like, you know, I'll be good. Usually I'll put on, whatever I would wear normally for a game. But if it was just too cold, I'm putting on a thermal, long
So
sleeve.
you know,
I,
but you know what I'm saying? How the people trying to? I don't get that. Like you trying to prove a point to who? Like it's playoff time. We all hyped up, right? I'm not gonna be out there with my shirt off trying to prove a point to the other team, like that
it
I'm
ain't.
not.
I think it's a
I'm
mental
not
thing.
scared of
I
the
think it's a
cold. Like
mental thing
yeah,
for the guys who do it. I think it's like a, man, if I can take the cold without my shirt on, I'm gonna definitely be able to play in it. You know what I mean? So it's like a mental fuckery that they
no,
trying
it's.
to do.
I don't want to. I don't want to hear that because as soon as one of them face masks hit your hands or shoulder pad or cleat or something, step hit your hand, bro. It's all that go out the window. Like everything, your whole mindset. Don't let somebody step on your foot. Oh, it's
Man,
over with.
oh,
Hey
hey,
coach, I'm tapping my helmet. I got to get out.
yeah, that's stepping on your foot, shit, boy. That's right. That'll
But
take you out right there for a player to just in
yeah,
itself. Um, let's move
I just
on
wanted to
to
see where your
the
mind was at when it comes to the playoff football.
No, you good, you good. Let's move on to this final game, man, before we get out of here. The LA Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. This is also a good matchup. I feel like Philly got more firepower than the Rams, but the Rams know how to win. in the playoffs. So you tell me who you got in this one.
Hey, this might be this the Eagles might be on upset alert. I ain't finna hold you, bro.
Ooh.
Because like you said, somehow, bro, the Rams just know how to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams just know how to get it done, bro. And a lot of people, the Rams kind of having one of those Giant seasons when the Giants made the playoffs at 9-7, and they ended
Mm-hmm.
up going to win the Super Bowl. The Rams kind of get that feel that little vibe to me. They kind of giving off that vibe a little bit, bro. So the
Yeah.
Eagles, you think this might be an easy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. The Eagles might be on upset alert, bro. To be honest,
I'm gonna be honest with you with this one.
because it's
I
like the
it's
Rams'
it's a
offense
good
not no slouch,
it's a good matchup. I just don't think the Rams can. They don't have the firepower, bro. When you look at the roster that Philadelphia has, and
bro.
you look at the Rams roster, it's just they got guys on Philly team. Like the
But
Rams,
at
they
what
have
positions though?
players.
I
You tell
I get
me.
what I get where you going, but it's like I would give the nod to the Eagles DB, the Eagles secondary, right? We see what the Rams D line can do when they you know what I'm saying, when they playing good football. They in the
Right.
backfield damn near every play. So when you see that D line and Jared Verse and they playing 11 man to the football, they put themselves in the situations to where they can win the game. You got Matthew Stafford on offense. You got Puka Nacua. I think the running back is Kyron Williams, and you got
Mm-hmm.
can't forget about Cooper Kupp and he or what's the tight end name?
Higby.
Um, fuck Higby. So it's like they got weapons, bro. So I just can't just say nah. The Eagles gonna out athlete them. I can't say that because the Rams still got guys. And I can truly say that, okay, yeah, the Eagles got a better second. I can give it hands down the Eagles secondary over the Rams, but that front four, that front seven, bro, the Rams, they play good football. They play damn good football.
No, facts, facts. I like they front seven. It's a younger generation front seven. These guys are young and up and coming. Rookie to third year, fourth year guys. So these are guys, hungry rookies. Rookie contract guys. But like I say, man, the Eagles just have guys on their team. But like you said, the Rams they know how to win these playoff games. They have guys who have won a Super Bowl. So the Eagles might be coming in here with guys, but the Rams come in here with guys that have won it at a high level. The Eagles still haven't gotten it done in the playoffs. So
See,
that's
and my
where it is.
my thing with that is I'll go here, right, and then it'll be my final thought for this. The Rams stop the run. If they can slow down Saquon and Jalen Hurts, right, and force Jalen Hurts to be a pocket quarterback, make him constantly throw the football. But the thing about that is the Rams secondary isn't as good as it used to be. I'm not saying, I'm not taking nothing away from those guys, but let's
Mm-hmm.
just call a spade a spade. The Rams secondary isn't as good as it has been in past years. So that's gonna be the whole thing. Is if that secondary, if you can stop the run from Jalen Hurts and Saquon, and you can have shut AJ down to 50 yards receiving or something like that, and Devontae Smith, get him 50, 60 yards receiving and kind of hold those guys in check somewhat. You ain't got to completely stop them, just hold them in check, right? And let your
Yeah.
offense methodically move to 15, 16 play drives because Matthew Stafford is very capable of, let me go to Tom Brady, right? We get 5 yards here, 6 yards there, 5 yards here, 10 yards there, 5 yards here. Matthew Stafford is very capable of doing it, right? And that's what makes him such a good quarterback is because he like, I don't have to throw this 50-yard pass. I gotta take this 10
Right.
yard. That's cool. That's cool with me. I'll take that. That's fine. Because he's been in the league long enough to know, like, I don't have to go for the long ball every single play. If you take that away, that's fine. I'm gonna throw this underneath route.
Right.
Let my receivers do the work. So,
Yeah.
and like I say, Puka Nacua is a very capable receiver. We all know what Cooper Kupp can do. We all know what Tyler Higbee can do. You got Kyron Williams who can catch the ball and run the ball at the backfield. So it's going to be a very good matchup to see how it all plays out. But if the thing about it is, if the Eagles jump out quickly, I don't feel like the Rams are built to constantly keep stopping, and come back like that. So the Eagles are going to have to, the Rams are going to have to keep the game. If they go down, keep the game in striking distance. So I don't know, man. But like I said, Eagles better be on upset alert.
Man. Well, man, that was a good show, man. I don't got nothing else. Do you got anything else? Any alerts? Anything else? Women basketball alerts?
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Lee and my boy Jello Ball, bro. He has the #1 song in the country right now, Tweaker. My boy just he signed a deal with Sony, I think, for $8 million, $13 million or something like that, bro. He Rolling, he got picked up. He's gonna perform at Rolling Loud. So shout out to that boy Jello Ball, bro. The Ball brothers doing it. You got LaMelo who going crazy. He got a $200 million contract. Lonzo got a $100 million contract. LeVar Ball got the biggest smile on his face right now because he told us this a long time ago, and people doubted him, bro. They doubted him for trying to be a good father and speak up on his kids. And they drug his name through the dirt. They said all this bad stuff about him, but he got the last laugh. And if I was him, I'd be smiling from ear to ear right now.
Man, you can't do nothing, man. You a father, all your kids successful, making their own money out of your pockets. At the end of the day, man, he happy, man. So that's all I could say to that, man. I know he happy.
And
Man,
then one more thing before we go, bro. I want to give, all my prayers and thoughts sent out to everybody who've been dealing with those fires in Los Angeles.
yes,
It is
yes.
a horrendous, scene out there. It's crazy to see how many houses and how many business people lost completely everything, bro. I've been seeing so many videos of people they was recording, like trying to get stuff out the house, and they recording crying and just, oh man, just showing all this stuff, bro. It is a messed up situation out there, bro. Supposedly, people have donated over $100 million to the Red Cross and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, bro, that money is never gonna be able to replace all those memories, all that stuff. Like a lot of stuff, people are literally done with everything that they had, everything that you can think about in a house fire is burnt to ashes, bro. And you see people going back trying to scavenge stuff. It's just like, it's fucked up, bro. And if it's true about what they say, how they showed a video of some guy starting a fire and stuff like that, bro, I don't know. They should stone them or something, bro. I don't know, bro.
Damn. No,
It's
it was definitely a devastating disaster. But I mean, I think the biggest thing what I've seen lately is how quick the community is to help. You know,
yeah,
there were
yeah.
tons of LA residents, tons of LA people that stayed in LA from LA, actors that live in LA coming together for one cause. And I think if one thing that does come out from devastation is the togetherness and the love that people actually show one another, and especially in the world where we're so disconnected. It's good to see that people are coming together, having unity, not worrying about what color you represent, what side of the fence you on when it comes to politics and none of that. We all care about is people, man. We all people. We all bleed. So that was a good thing to see.
So look, I got a question for you, right?
Talk to me.
Because there's going to be so many people displaced from. It's going to take years and years and years for people. For you got to. It's because first you got to you got to stop the fires, right?
Right.
Because the fires are still going on. So you got to stop the fires first, right? And then comes the cleanup, the hue. It's gonna take damn near half years to clean. about a year or so, year or two to clean all that shit up before people can actually start back building to put people back in these houses. So with you being the get into that field of uh, God damn it, Mike,
Real estate, what?
real estate. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this is just something that I thought about, right? Like just as a me, just I'm not into the real estate, but how would do you think this could ever like be a certain thing, right? So all these real estate people, these big houses, companies that see these people displaced, right? So this is something would be cool. I don't know if they could do it or not, but this is what we do, right? Those people who have been displaced from homes as a housing company, right? You Arizona, Oregon, wherever, right? Here you go. I will let you lease this house for a certain amount of 2-3 years to get back on your feet. If you want to buy the house, you can fill out paperwork to buy this house. But if not, you can. This is your resident. You lease this house for your time for a certain amount of years so these people can have somewhere to live versus a lot of people are sleeping in their cars right now, bro. And I don't know if it's some type of way where these companies can write that off and be like, hey, this is something we can file and get a kickback or something like that. Some type of way where you can help these people get some type of housing. So while these families, these moms and dads and kids, and they not sleeping in cars, or they still in California where it's still so much. You got to wear a mask. It's still air pollutants everywhere. I just don't know. Is that something that could be like a realistic type of option for people?
I mean, I wouldn't be an expert in this, but I mean, if you are willing to pick up and move, because you got to think about this too, Pat. Some of them
Pick
people
up
whole
what though?
lives. I mean, you got family, you got friends that live in LA. Are you willing to displace from your family and friends and move
But
to Arizona, Texas, wherever, to, get back on your feet? Or would you rather be with your family, holding you down, everybody kind of
no,
pick
but
each
I'm
other up?
just saying for those people who are looking for, because you got to start over regardless.
Right,
You got
right.
to start fresh regardless, right? Because so
Mm-hmm.
now you're gonna be living with family possibly 2-3 years,
Mm-hmm.
but you still, and in that time you still gonna have to find something else,
Right.
right? And then it's not gonna be in LA because LA is damn near completely wiped out. So you still gonna have to go look for somewhere else, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be on top of that. You fighting with all those other people who've been displaced, who looking for
Mm-hmm.
homes, who looking for somewhere to live. So maybe like I would say, not more so apartment complexes or something like that could possibly let these people move in. Like, look, I've been
Yeah.
displaced, blah blah blah, and make it not so hard on them because truth be told, it's harder to get an apartment than it is to get a house. And that's just the
Mm-hmm.
facts. Because they ask for so much stuff for an apartment. Get a house. Look, you got some income, 2 years, bank account, whatever. Boom. All right, cool. Here you go. Down payment, buy you in. But apartment is a list of stuff they need. So I would feel like it would be cool to see these apartments or stuff helping these people out. Because
Mm-hmm.
even if we are donating money and stuff like that to the Red Cross, we not gonna see that money. You really not gonna see any of that money anyway. So it's not like it's coming directly. That money is going directly to those families to help them out. So and then I saw another thing where Joe Biden wrote some bill or something where all the people affected get $700, a $700 stipend or something like that. It's like, yes, that's gonna help out a little bit, but that's our groceries, right? At $700, that's groceries. Because now if I'm displaced, I'm living with a house full of other people, more people. So it's like $700. That's 2 months of groceries. Yeah, it's helping out a little bit, but these people need places to live. So that's why I just possibly that could be a cool idea for companies and stuff like that. I don't know if it's possible or not, but it was just something that I thought about.
Man, you care, man. That's all that matter, man. Is you care. You actually, thinking about how you can help. So, man, for our fans that have been rocking with us, that love the content, love what we've been putting out, man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel at the BrockCast on YouTube, at at the
Brock
broadcast on Instagram as well.
Instagram, yep. And my
Um,
boy, his Instagram, mbrockers90.
and
I'm
Brockers
Petty
90.
__ Pat. We got at the Brock Brand Clothing. We got at the BrockCast on Instagram. So guys, go follow us. What I'm also gonna be doing is going on Facebook. Me and my boy Mike, we're gonna be on Facebook. Having fans ask us questions, and we'll have a section where we pull up the questions that fans ask, and we'll ask them and they'll be answered on the show live.
And to our Rams fans, man, hit us up, comment. We're gonna be on Facebook. Let us know what we can help with. And anything we
You guys
can
got any
with us
questions?
around
Ask
the
some
club.
questions. Like I said, bro, I'll make sure we get those. When people ask questions, I'll make sure we get them chopped up and we post them online. We give them a shout, stuff like that, and answer their questions.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all been rocking with us since the beginning, y'all know the motto. Don't get ready, stay ready. Peace.